Okay, good morning, everyone. T4. Morning, Zhao Zheng. Elala. Morning, Cheng Ha. Morning, Bunny. Morning, Manhing. Sutej. Kritakorn. Samuel. Okay, guys, I hope your morning has been okay so far. Okay, today is the day of your role play, okay, your discussion role play. So I hope everyone is here already, okay. So just a few reminders before we start off with those role play, yeah, the discussions that you're gonna have, okay. You will be assessed on criteria such as the participation level that you have, okay, ask questions, engage other people, comment on what your group members are saying, okay, summarize points, okay, ideas should be good, should be of quality, okay. Hope all that takes place, okay, how you participate and also in the way you participate in the completion of your tasks, okay. How prepared are you, okay. That will all depend on how well you have rehearsed, okay. Not simply looking at your notes all the time, yeah. The notes, the scripts are there just to kind of help you, guide you, but not read, okay guys. So hope you don't fall into the trap of reading, okay. And then you need to also know that you need to try and use proper sentence structures, okay, whatever phrases, language use, yeah. If you're having a discussion, use proper phrases or sentences to invite someone to speak, okay, or to ask someone a question, yeah. So hope you guys can do well in these criteria, okay. So guys, do you know which group is going first? It's only 3 groups, so we can finish pretty quickly. Alalam doesn't know which group, guys. I posted the announcement last week, yeah. Yeah, 3, 2, and then 1. Good. Thank you, Samuel. Okay, Alalam, you need to start reading announcements. Okay, all right. So group 3 first, and then group 2. Sorry. After that, it will be group 1. All right. So you will all exit this call if your group is not doing their role play of the discussion. Okay, say group 3 starting first, right? So group 2 and group 1, you may exit the call. All right, keep track of time. In about 15 to 20 minutes, you know it will be your turn. Yeah, I'll also post a message to tell you that it's your turn, but it will be good if you can roughly keep track of time so that you can join the call as soon as you have been notified. Okay, so don't stress, don't worry. You know each other. Just pretend I'm not there. All right. Just be as natural as possible. Do what you did in your rehearsal. Okay, and you will be over. All right. Okay, and your attendance, don't worry, I will put it at the end of the class after all the groups have finished. Yeah, when you are done, say group 3 is done already, they can already leave. Okay, so any questions before we start off with the presentations? Hi Saad, morning.
Miss,
Yeah,
can we move to our private channel and
you can.
then our group is one, and then Miss, when it's our turn, you can just message us. Then,
Can.
okay,
Okay.
okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay. Thank you,
all right,
Miss.
no worries. Okay, I feel it's deja vu, like almost the same voice yesterday around the same time, someone else in another class, like pretty much the same sentence, but yeah, okay, never mind. Scary, man. Okay, so guys, if you don't have any questions, okay, group 2, group 1, you may exit the call. All right, Group 3, you may stay in the call, okay, to get ready for your role play. Yeah? Okay, thank you very much, guys. Okay, group 3, I hope you have all your members here. Yeah, if there's anyone missing, let me know. Group 1 and group 2, you may exit the call first, all right, and then return later. Thank you, guys. Okay, group 3, if you've got everyone ready, you can get yourselves ready, switch on your cameras and everything, check your sound, all right, and start as soon as you are ready, guys. Okay, all the best to all of you in your group. Group 2, group 1, you can exit, yeah, if you are not presenting. I think some of your friends want to see you presenting. Okay, I hope you can stick to the 15 to 20 minutes, yeah, guys. All the best to you. You can start whenever you are ready. Thank you.
Good morning, Miss. We are Group 3 from Tutorial 4. I'm Cheng Hao, and my team members are Brian, Sutish, Zhao Zheng, Kaifan, and Wei Huan. Today, we will be discussing about problems what young adults and students face.
Hey guys, I've read something on the papers yesterday. It's something about gaming disorder or someone. Have any one of you heard of this before?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've heard about that. Gaming disorder is a sickness where it is called biopsychosocial in scientific terms. The scientific term means that be controlled on what they are doing. For example, long hours of gaming.
Yes, but this problem focuses more on young adults and students that are currently studying or have just started working.
Apart from that, another reason is because of relationship issue. This is because after a breakup, the person usually relieves stress by gaming long hours. Or at least it was for me.
Wait, can you explain about this problem?
Okay. Basically, the problems of gaming disorder is addicted towards video games or non-stop playing and does not even want to stop until the person reaches a milestone or achieving something in the game.
To add on to that, some young adults and students have lack of self-discipline on gaming because they do not know how much time is spent on the game.
Agree, and they start to procrastinate their homework. After realizing how much work is not done, they feel stressed and depressed for a long period of time.
But why does stress and depression cause the young adults or students to suffer a long period of time?
This is because after long hours of gaming, hence they just notice many undone or overdue homework or work. Therefore, they feel stressed and depressed because everything is packed together and not everything can be done on that day.
True, To avoid this happens, they should complete their homework before doing their favorite things.
I don't really understand. A lot of people play games daily. How does it turn into a problem?
It would turn into a problem when they do not. Maybe you have it too, and you wouldn't even know it.
Yeah, the way they see it, they think of this as a joke. But the problem of this disorder really is not something to joke about.
I don't really get it either. Like, what does this disorder even mean?
Let me explain about that. An individual who games for a long period of time, they would not even know how much time has passed.
No kidding, games are like drugs to them. It is very addictive. They will not stop until they have either worn out or are satisfied with their progress. Some individuals even break the 20-hour limit just because they did not take note of the time.
That sounds very extreme. Who are the majority victims of this disorder? I will guess that teenagers or young adults suffer from this the most, since they are the most addicted ones to it.
How do they even have so much time to spare for gaming? Don't they have school, work, or have any more important things to do?
As soon as they're done with school, they would hop and game away, all the way till morning.
Thus, their level of efficiency must be significantly lower at work or school than those who had a proper or sufficient sleep, correct?
Absolutely. But there are some who would look normal abroad daylight, and that is because they would spend their weekends gaming away so that they are maximizing the amount of time playing without worrying that they would get left behind on weekdays.
Okay, since we have a basic, do people really struggle from this issue?
Well, yes, studies have shown that several Asian countries struggle with this video gaming addiction and internet gaming disorder, which is IGD for short, in their populations. According to some estimates, 10% of children in Singapore are addicted to the internet and gaming, and the numbers are rising annually.
That is not a good sign, man. In what way are those who are facing this problem being affected?
Gaming disorder causes many disastrous problems. One of them is mental health issues. It has been demonstrated that video game addicts suffered poor mental health and cognitive functioning, increasing emotional difficulties such as enhanced depression and anxiety, as well as social isolation.
I see. Have any of you or anyone you know personally have faced these issues?
Oh, yes. From what I've experienced in the past, one of my friends started playing video games, and I could sense that we were getting distant. The sooner we realize it, the better it will be.
I agree, it is better. Speaking of mental health issues, will a person's behavior change due to gaming disorder?
Well, according to research, the behavior of the players in game may change with those changes in game itself. That simply means that the gamer's behavior depends on the type of game and the role they are playing in game.
For an example, if person A likes to play a game where you must play in a group, then he or if person B likes to play shooting games, then they might become aggressive and have delinquent behaviors.
That is interesting.
I have heard there are many examples for the symptoms of gaming disorder. Can anyone tell me about some of them?
Yeah, of course. There are a lot of them. Some people can feel mentally restless while they are gaming as they are too addicted to the game.
Well, they would be irritated when they could not play games. Sometimes they can be frustrated when they are distracted by other things besides gaming.
Some people can also be occupied with thoughts about the game they have previously played or are going to play later. How can this happen?
Well, this could be caused by losing a game or become tilted, or by winning games as some people like to boast about how they won the game.
Oh, well, this is not a big problem itself, but if said person keep having these thoughts, he will lose focus on other important things.
Wait, guys. Have people who have gaming disorder lie about how long they will game. Is that true?
I think only children are affected by this, as parent and teacher will ask how long they have been gaming for. These children might be punished for gaming too long, so they will most likely lie about it.
Looks like all of us have these symptoms or to some certain degree. As we like gaming, let us wish that we do not get overly attached to it.
Let us talk about the causes of gaming disorder. Do you know what are the causes?
Yes, I think depression is one of the cause of gaming disorder. When a person is depressed, he or she would like to find an outlet to release their stress. Video games is a very common platform to release stress due to its attractive design and interesting gameplay.
I think some of these games are designed to be that way just because the game developers are trying to make some profit.
I agree with your point of view. When a person is bored, he or she will find something to entertain himself or herself, whereby the most common entertainment is video games.
In addition, addiction to video game will cause excessive release of dopamine, and this will lead to hyperarousal.
Based on the thoughts of most people, video games bring more negative impacts than positive effects. So, what are the effects or impacts of gaming?
For my opinion, one of the main impacts are gaming injuries, such as repetitive stress injuries or overuse injuries that could come from activities that involve repeated use of muscle and tendons, to the point that pain and inflammation develop. If these injuries progress, numbness and weakness can develop, and permanent injuries can result. Nevertheless, overuse injuries of the hand and arms are rampant among gamers.
When video games usage get out of hand and becomes video game addiction, it means the person is playing consistently. If this continue, it will bring consequences such as mental, emotional, and physical health issue.
Yes, excessive video gaming will also increase the risk of obesity, high blood pressure, sedentary lifestyle, and lack of exercise. And social skills could be neglected due to lack of engagement with others outside of the electronic environment.
Furthermore, gaming disorder causes
As
problems
well.
with concentration and attention due to rapid movement and fast-paced video action of video games. Although you can make many new friends via online games, it is still causing depression and introversion because gamers will not always win games, and this competitive mindset makes them think that they are not good enough.
I see. Do you know how many percent it has increased for gaming due to COVID-19 compared to 2015?
No, actually, I have no idea for that.
Wait, I know. I read a post recently that explained about it. There are about COVID-19 in the year of 2020 compared to 2015.
Ah, yes, that is one of it. But that is not really the reason that causes the spike rise.
Wait, then what are the other reasons for that?
Was it because of the rate of games development? If not, what was it then?
Not really. The other cause for this is because of the number of jobs for esports had increased by almost 186% in just the first half of the year of 2019.
Wow. After knowing this, it makes me think of a problem that more people will face later on.
I think that is because of the increases of people involving in gaming. That means more and more people are becoming socially awkward because they sit in front of their computer for a long time and spend most of their time on playing games.
Yeah. After looking at the statistics and listening to everyone's point of view, I think we can all agree a huge impact to the society in both positive and negative ways.
I think it is okay to play games, but it is not really healthy to be too attached to it and be out of touch with our surrounding environments.
However, gaming disorder can be viewed in a positive way because the jobs of e-sport are increasing tremendously in the first half of 2019. Competitive gamers also can get a job to compete with other teams to earn money and make a name for themselves.
Maybe they should seek help from an organization or a society dedicated to them, or maybe find a new hobby to replace it, like sports, as it will be much healthier for their body.
As a number of young people started playing games, it is better to have a subject teaching the correct way of managing the way that they play, and they should do time managing.
As we know, many people are facing gaming disorder in their lives, and this can be worsened if it continues. Thus, it is possible for us to spotlight this topic so that people can increase their awareness on this issue. We know that gaming is really fun, however, it is more important to play games in a moderate manner.
Exactly. So guys, y'all better discipline yourselves.
At this point, everyone should be concerned about this problem.
Yeah, after thinking about this, I'm also feeling a bit scared.
After, I better start doing this. If not, later my parents disown me.
Okay, guys, I think we're done for today. So bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay,
Bye
bye.
bye.
Okay, guys, group
And
3.
yeah, I think that is all from us. Yeah.
Where's one of your friends missing already? Oh, wait, one is there. Okay. All right. Now I can see all of you smiling after
I
the
think
bye-bye. All of you are smiling in happiness that, okay, this is done, this is over. Okay, very good. Good that you managed to inject some humor at the end of the discussion. All right. Your time, just 1 second, yeah. You took about 17 to 18 minutes. Let me just take note. Okay, so I'm just going to give general comments, yeah, overall. Okay, I would say your content is of quality. Okay, it was reflective of what was in the graphic organizer. So good that you kept to that and you did not digress. The second thing is that your turn taking was quite effective as well, with you guys knowing when your turn is. All right. It's just that at 1 or 2 points you were a bit blurred, right? It's like, okay, what is happening? There was some point of silence there for a few seconds, but don't worry, it did not affect anything. There are sometimes moments of awkwardness in meetings, right? Okay, and when your turn taking was going on, the good thing was that a few of you acknowledged your other friends' comments by nodding your heads, right? By smiling. So all that matters, yeah, because it is a discussion, it's a role play. You agree with someone, you nod, you smile, right? So good that happened. Okay. A couple of you looked a bit more nervous than your other friends, yeah. Maybe that made you look at your notes a bit more, but it wasn't too obvious. I've seen students who actually read stuff. I saw some of your eyes going from left to right, left to right, left to right, maybe because you're following the script. Okay, but overall I would say your content was of quality and your topic was very relevant to issues that are happening among young adults, among youth. Okay, so I would say good work, and I think your hard work paid off. All right, guys, wonderful. Okay, so thank you guys very much. You can go back to sleep now. Okay, I will put your attendance in for you later.
All right.
Okay,
Thank you,
guys.
Miss.
All right, thank
Okay,
you
Thank
guys
thank
you,
very
you,
much.
miss.
miss.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you,
Good
Miss.
job, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye
Okay,
bye.
bye. Bye, Miss.
Bye bye. Okay, group 2, I can see that you guys have joined the call. Very good. You kept track of time. Good, guys. Okay, as soon as everyone is ready, you may start. Okay, group 2. All right, all the best, yeah.
Benny, where is David? Can you call him?
Miss, we have one member missing, but he just joined.
You have a member missing?
No, he just joined.
He
Yeah, just joined. Okay, okay, good. All right, as soon as he joins, you guys can start, yeah? Don't stress, relax, relax.
Good morning, Miss. This is Group 2 discussion, and we're going to be talking about social media addiction. And here are my members, Greta Conley, Axel, Lim, and David Deng.
Bunny, can you define for us or narrate to us what social media addiction means?
And social media addiction refers to a situation whereby most people, almost youth, are always spending more time on social media and end up not living their lives to their fullest. They're always minding business about what how their friends are living. Yeah, that's what I can call social media addiction. So actually, you can share with us some of your experience.
Okay, sure. In my personal experience, I generally spend about 2 hours per day on the social media. And this action allows me to learn more about what is going on around me. Sometimes I read some digital newspaper through the social media, and this keep me connected to the community by knowing about the latest news, such as the latest sports news and what about the politics going on. I feel that social media brings convenience to my daily life.
Well, Axel, you might be able to bring some convenience into your daily life through social media, but not everybody is the same. Whether if it brings us benefits or disadvantages is all up to us, the users. For me, I do not keep track of the time I spend on social media, and sometimes I spend too much time on social media that I forget to exercise or do my chores like cleaning up my room or doing my dishes. But I do think that social media is a good platform for us to share information. This information can easily influence the people around us. What do you think about this, Harold?
I feel that majority of the young people believe that social media has a good influence on different aspects of lives. In my opinion, social media makes teenagers feel more connected to what is going on in their friends' life or feel more in touch with their friends' feelings. So, however, I believe that social media may make people feel worse about their own life. So, David, how long do you spend on social media?
Well, according to me, I spend most of the time on social media, uh, especially because I I use social media platforms to be in touch with my friends, family members, and also get updated on the latest news or updates that are available on social media. And so, in the end, when you sum up, I really spend a lot of time on social media.
Okay, right, David. But I think besides the benefits of social media, such as gathering information, educating each other, uh, also forming partnerships, especially for businesses, I think it's right that we should spend limited time on social media. Why? This is because most of the times we regret at the end why we spend a lot of time on social media. Greta Con, can you share with us one of the challenges or some of the challenges that we face due to social media addiction?
Yes, I agree with Benny. Since social media is a platform that can provide us entertainment to allow us to feel good, it lets us take off our mind of our daily stressful activities and let us feel enjoyful. So there are always people like me who likes to enjoy too much, and then sometimes we develop a lack of self-control. Due to this lack of self-control, we cannot stop ourselves from going through social media almost every day, and then we lose sight of our important priorities that we need to do during the day. And this would give us a lot of suffering if we do not develop a strong sense of self-control. So Axel, would you like to share your thoughts with us on the suffering that we might face when using social media?
Of course. Okay. Teenagers will spend most of their time on social media to relieve their stress from peer pressure, and they will face the bullying in social media, which called cyberbullying. Cyberbullying in social media is not like the bullying in the real world. In social media, people attack people based on their physical attributes, where people set an unrealistic beauty standard. Weight limit, skin color, body size, and just basically pick on those who are different in general. Some people will become low self-esteem after being bullied in social media. Cyberbullying was also the main reason of teenagers having mental health problems. Victims of bullying can experience symptoms of depression include sadness, loneliness. Harold, do you know more about cyberbullying?
Uh, Cyberbullying is really the primary factor contributing to suicide. However, kids who are bullied or who bully others are at a higher risk of suicide. Youth who experience bullying or cyberbullying as either an offender or victim had more suicidal thought and were more likely to attempt suicide than those who had not experienced such form of peer aggressions. So we need to take these issues seriously since cyberbullying may have a long-term and disastrous consequences for those who are involved. David, can you provide us some solutions to overcome these situations?
Well, and good. Some of the solutions to avoid this issue of cyberbullying that especially the teenagers should get well familiar with various social media platforms or sites and networks so that they can be able to know how to use uh, and therefore they shouldn't be caught off track. Another solution that can be provided is there should be a strict law enforcement that should be able to track down these attackers concerning the cybersecurity. Yeah. Clayton, can you share your personal experience?
Oh, well, I think that due to my laziness, I have become addicted to social media. Social media is a platform that can provide me with a lot of distractions, and I can easily click onto them thanks to our modern era. With just one touch, I can view many videos, and sometimes on YouTube, for example, I will find some videos on something about the Bermuda Triangle, which might be informative, but it do not really bring any benefit to me, but I still watch it anyways for like 20 minutes. Then after that, they'll recommend me another video, and I slowly just keep clicking and watching, and then by the time I see, it's already at night time and I have not used up much of my time to do anything productive today. That is one of the reasons why I get easily addicted to social media. So being lazy, it makes me feel like watching the videos as long as I can by ignoring my important activities like homework, studying, and my house chores.
Exactly. I agree with Kritakon's opinion, and these are the reason of majority of teenagers addicted on social media. When the teenagers addicted on social media, they will feel difficult to concentrate while they are studying. They will easily be distracted by the notification from social media, and this will affect their performance in the study. Furthermore, the norm of teenagers use social media to communicate with their friends cause them lost face-to-face communicate in the real world. Nowadays, teenagers rely on social media to meet new friends instead of meet new friends in the real world. Harold, do you feel that? Recently, all the teenagers start using some apps to meet new friends.
Yeah, I also feel that many teenagers now use apps to meet their new friends. I think that this situation will cause reduction in real human contact or result in less face-to-face communication. So with the introduction with platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, they would rather to choose these platforms rather than in person. They will be unable to communicate effectively with people in person. They also use slang terms on social networking platforms. Besides, they also start relying on computer grammars and spelling check features.
Well, I agree with Harold's points. Especially most of the youth today prefer texting each other rather than physical interaction. For example, you can just see now we are meeting via team, despite the fact that we are in different places, or despite the prevalence of COVID-19, we have chosen to meet virtually instead of physical interaction. So that's why I agreed with Hiro's point.
Therefore, social media can be a great way to connect with people, but we must not neglect the importance of physical communication with others too. Never let these platforms never let this platform takes away our precious time or control our life. We should be the one who control them as a tool.
Despite the benefits of social media, that a lot of research has been made, and study shows that most people that frequently spend their time on social media are less happier than those that spend less time on social media. And this is because they think that people on social media are having greater lives compared to theirs, not knowing that it is the edited version of life. So the environment has facilitated a mere fact that people are happier online unlike in their realistic life. So it has affected the youth mainly because now people are having mental issues of the social media addiction. So therefore, they are ending up having a lot of depression and anxiety. And therefore, to bring this to an end, I think social media should be given limited time to improve the lives of youth. Thank you, and that's all we heard about social media addiction.
Okay, thank you very much, Group 2. Okay, do you feel relieved now that you are done with your discussion? Yeah, I think you are.
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you, David, for being able to join the discussion. Yeah. Okay, guys, how many times did you do your rehearsal? Just curious.
Once, twice.
One times.
One
Once.
time. Seriously, one time only?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Do you think that if for example, if you had done more rehearsals, say another 2 times or so, do you think your turn taking would have been smoother?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Yeah. All right. It was okay. It was okay. It was not bad. Nobody screwed up. All right. Relax. But I think that if you had done more rehearsals, right, you would have been able to see better how your ideas flow. Okay. You had done a good job. It's just that maybe could be a little better. That's all. That's all, right? So when I say a little better, it's just that when you're trying to engage with one another, you are inviting someone to ask questions or you want to give comments for what your friends have said before you. Yeah, these kinds of things you normally can insert better when you do rehearsals and you see how ideas go from one to another. But again, it was not bad at all. The flow was understandable. All right, so I would say good in that sense. Your content was proper. You managed to use the content that was in the graphic organizer and you didn't go out of that content. Okay, and in terms of your confidence and all that, I think most of you were okay. You knew what you were talking about. You were comfortable with your knowledge of that content. Yeah, so I would say you guys have done a good job. Yeah, you have done a good
Thank
job. So
you.
I'm looking forward to seeing how you guys do your presentations next week on the solution. All right, so you guys took about 17-18 minutes, I guess. Yeah, roughly, just to take a note. Okay. All right, so I will dismiss you now, guys. Yeah, go back to sleep
Okay.
if you want. Okay, I will put in your attendance for you later. Okay, thank you so much, yeah, guys.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you,
thank you,
teacher.
ma'am.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Finish.
Hi, Miss. By the way, we are group one.
Yeah, I know. I made a typo. Don't worry.
Right, okay.
Hello, miss.
Bye, guys.
Okay. Is everyone here?
You guys get ready first. As soon as you are all ready, you can start. So, guys, you didn't have any more problems in the channel, right? After that day.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Miss.
Thankfully, no. Thankfully.
Okay. Good.
I'm Sanat and Manheng here already.
All there. Okay.
On
So, guys,
camera.
all the best to you. You may start as soon as you are ready. Yeah.
One. Okay. Alright, so start in 3, 2. Good morning, Miss and my fellow friends. A few weeks ago, I actually discovered a very interesting fact. Are you interested to hear about it?
Yes, please.
Yes. Alright, so the interesting thing was apparently nearly 5,000 teenagers die each day, aged from 10 to 24, according to WH News. Isn't that a large amount, Alam?
Yes, that's too much. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, it's crazy, right? But as we all know, death actually is unavoidable and unpreventable. It can come anytime, the least when you expect it. But some deaths are actually caused by sicknesses, which actually come from health problems. So there are ways which we can take good care of our health to prevent getting sicknesses which lead to death. So what are the health problems there are? Maybe Zunho can tell us what health problems there are.
Of course. So one of the types of health problem is the lack of sleep. So we should have at least 8 hours of sleep a day to keep us energetic the next day. So young adults and teenagers nowadays have just overworking until midnight, and they just play games when they are rest time all day. So the second one is lack of exercise. So during pandemic, people are just sitting at home and working at home all day. They cannot go out for walking, jogging because of the pandemic. So they can only just stay at home and playing some indoor sports such as ping pong or exercise at home. Yeah, so for the next problems, can Saad tell me about it? Maybe.
Nutrition.
Yes, nutrition imbalance is one of the problems. So people nowadays have a poor diet because they are lazy to cook a healthy diet. So they are unable to absorb some specific nutrients to boost their immune system. So causes them to be physically weak and malnutrition. So last but not least, uh, young adults and teenagers practice of bad habits such as smoking, drinking, and taking drugs because of their pressure, of their family problems and their academic problems. They tend to smoking, drinking, and taking drugs with their friends to release their stress. So anyone have problems? So yeah, problems.
Maybe Manheng can tell us about the causes, what causes all these problems.
Yes.
Sure, Samuel. For what I know, one of the causes is lack of time management. Lots of adults in the world work for a long time without any rest, and they pull all night to do last minute work. They do not have enough sleep because they are tired and cannot concentrate on their work, and also cause them to put all their work at last minute. It causes a bad cycle which people have being more lack of time management. And another causes for what I know is excessive use of gadget. On 21st century, people are used of using gadgets and some end up being addicted on it, which ends up wasting lots of people time and distract from getting work done or sticking to get daily goal done. Alam, do you know any other causes other than this?
Yes, maybe peer pressure.
Yeah, it is also one of the causes. Nowadays, peer pressure is common among teenagers. They want to look cool to get others' attention, and they are afraid of being left out. So they just follow what their friends say, and even though they aware it is not a good thing, but they just follow it. Samuel, do you know?
Sorry to interrupt, but I think there's also, I just thought of a point. I think there's also a problem of poor dieting and poor nutrition.
Yes, it's also one of the points. And as most of us know, young people likes to eat many fast foods such as fried food, burger, pizza, and fries. And also some diets that consume of high sugar. For example, sweets, soda, chocolate, and bubble tea. These diets are leading them to bad eating habits and cause some problem, for example, overeating and starving to lose weight.
Yes, Maneng, I agree. I totally agree with you. Now let me explain the effects. What happens if teenagers not diverting towards the
fast food and consuming more sugars. So what happened? It caused obesity and eating disorders. Food can't properly digest. It have which can cause diabetes. And people not going for a walk due to all the reasons. Just make these things. So now I would like to talk about the smoking and poor dieting. So what happens if the teenagers, if someone smokes or have poor dieting, so it will definitely have a cause cancers, diabetes, and many other diseases we can't imagine, because these are the bad things we need to avoid it. Uh, so last but not the least, but I need to ask Zunho, do you know about any effects?
I think sleep deprivation.
Yes, you are right. So what happens in sleep deprivation when someone don't consumes enough sleep, when they need to consume proper sleep? So what happens? They have hallucinations. They have they have awful thinking. They can't concentrate on their work. They are distracted. They can't just fully do their work. They have a mood swing. They become angry. uh, all of these issues are related to sleep deprivation, and I think it's the main issue. It's the main effect of it. So, not wasting any time, I would like to ask Ilalam to explain current scenarios.
Thank you, Saad. Thank you all guys for the informations. Let me share with you the current scenarios. Do you know, guys, that there's 80% of teenagers these days all around the world don't exercise?
Yes, I'm well aware of that. And I totally agree and understand with you, Alam. Because just a few weeks ago, I was jogging at the ground floor at my condominium, and all I see was actually just old people, adults, and little children, which is exercising or going for a jog. So I actually am really curious, like, where are all the young people, Alam? Where do you think they are?
Yes, Samuel. And trust me, the younger guys are in their houses playing video games. Okay. The second scenario is that more than a quarter of 155 million teenagers all around the world drink alcohol. Their age is between 15 to 19 years old, and 13.6 of percent of them drink alcohol too much.
That's too much, Ilalam.
Yes, Saad, I agree with you. This is about more than 1 million. As well as that 1 in 6 teenagers, their ages between 10 to 19, suffers from malnutrition due to poor dieting. And the last scenarios is that 92% of people who get 92% of people who get depression are because of not having sleep or rest. This is all for the current scenarios. Guys, anyone has any questions?
Uh, Not so far. No.
Okay, so thank you, and we will be carrying the solutions next time. And thank you.
Thank you everyone for paying
Thanks.
attention to us.
Thank you.
Thank you. I miss you, Alam.
Yes, you're done.
Okay, done. Good. So you took about 15 minutes, right?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. I think about there lah. Yeah, about.
Yeah.
Let me make sure.
32, 42. Yeah, about 15 minutes. Yep. About 14 to 15 minutes. It's okay. Let's just round it up to 15
No,
minutes.
miss, I think we less than. I think we take about 10 minutes because Benny sent me a message when we just entered the call. We entered the meeting. He sent me a message, and the message was at 11:30.
That message was 11:30. Yeah, and then I
Yeah.
I messaged you about your chewing gum at about 11:31. You said sorry, miss, at
What?
11:32. So
We
now
actually
it's
took about 10 minutes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's that's why I thought like I'm still typing comments, and I feel like it's a bit short. I would say about 11 to 12 minutes, 13 minutes at the max.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys rehearsed a few times, right? I think you are one of the groups that had number of rehearsals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Actually,
It's not too much.
Miss, actually, 10 to 15 minutes, I saw that it says includes questions, so we actually leave some space for questions actually.
oh, that question answer is for presentation, right? There was two things there. There were one of it is your
We
role.
thought the question you're gonna ask some question maybe.
No. This one I will not interfere, right? So you guys last week, but it's okay. Never mind. Okay, we look at the content, the quality of your content, which was definitely there. Okay, and it was reflective of whatever you had in the graphic organizer that you guys prepared. Yeah, so that was good. Okay, and the way you guys expressed, most of you showed some enthusiasm. Like you use proper intonation, right? Your facial expressions show it. Okay, good. But I think a couple of you were a bit more nervous that you kind of like started to refer to your notes a bit more than your other friends. I don't know if you'll agree or not, but there was just that slight nervousness that could be seen. But
Yes,
when it
we
comes
met.
to turn taking, when it comes to trying to allow someone else to comment and all that, that you guys have done very well. That's where it shows that your rehearsal did pay off. Yeah, because it was a smooth discussion. Yeah, that was what could be seen. Okay, so not to worry, you guys must be tired and you just want to go lie down probably after this stressful discussion. Okay, so next week you've got your presentation, so I'm looking forward to seeing how you do in that presentation next week. Okay, guys, so I'll put in the
Okay.
attendance for you in a while's time. All right, if you have no questions, thank you all very much. I'll see you guys later.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
Thank
All right,
you.
bye guys. Bye
Beth,
bye. Yeah.
what about overall? Did we do it good?
Yeah, that is what I was saying, right, Alalam?
Okay, thank you,
Is
Mas.
your mind back home? You're from Libya, right, Alalam?
Yeah, yeah.
Where are you now?
I'm in Malaysia.
You're in Malaysia.
Yeah, I'm in
Okay.
campus.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
That is what I was doing just now, Alalam. This fella, his mind is elsewhere. Your bed must be just like 1 or 2 steps away from your desk, right? If you can pull
Yeah.
it out. Okay. All right.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. Go get some
Thank you,
rest.
Mas. Thank you,
Thank
Mas.
you.
Thank
See
you,
you.
Miss.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Miss. Ma'am, have you put our attendance?
I will put your attendance for you, Saad, in a while. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.